If you are doing high ticket complex sales, you need a strategy to enter into an account. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to build that strategy using Sales Navigator account maps. So to access the account map, you simply need to visit a company page and scroll down a bit, and you will find two things. First, the relationship explorer here, and then the relationship map. Here we are going to take the example of HubSpot because this is a really complex account with a lot of decision makers. So we'll see what we are able to do with this. So let's say I want to contact sales directors at HubSpot. The first thing I'm going to do is build a persona here to find the leads I want in the company. So here I built a persona named sales directors. And if I click here, you can see I have some filters. I can pick the function, the seniority level, the job title, even. This is not super precise because you can't use specific keywords. You simply can pick inside LinkedIn buckets, and we have no information on how these buckets are formed. There is basically some Boolean search behind that. If you don't know what a Boolean search is, I put a link at the top of the video just right here. But my advice would be to simply focus on function and seniority level and geography if you need to do so. Also, if you need to visualize more and put more filters on your search, you can always open here the search and look for leads. Add some filters, more specific filters. Here, for example, posted on LinkedIn, etc. Years in company. And add here, from here, the leads to the account. For example, let's say we had this person. We click on save here. We save to the HubSpot list. If you don't have a list, just click on here, create a new list, and you name your list. And then if you go back to the account maps, you will see that the leads that we saved now appear here because we got this section, save leads at HubSpot. So we got two ways to add leads and make them available in the relationship map here. You can save them from here and add them to your HubSpot list, or you can do that from the search engine like we done just before. The goal is to have relevant leads here on the left, because only these leads you can drag and drop inside the relationship map. So the first step is really to make a good list of leads from here and the search engine to have your leads here. Okay, so now let's say I want to contact the sales director at HubSpot. So first, I'm going to save this lead. I have now this lead available, and I can add this lead to the relationship map. And I can pick a tag for these leads. So in our case, that would be the decision maker. And if you want to delete a lead to the account map, you can either replace it, add a manager on top, or remove from the map. And when you remove from the map, you can remove from the map and the HubSpot list we saved the lead into. So now, how to reach this account? Few options. So you can send a direct message to the decision maker. You can use a signal here that LinkedIn has. So it'd be like recently posted on LinkedIn, change jobs, recently got in a company, recently got a promotion. For example, in that case, you could click here and react to the post, put a comment, and then send a direct outreach message. Let's say you do that and you get no reply because this person is really busy. What you will try to do is what we call a bottom-up outreach. So you try to contact operational and executives and ask for intros to top executives. And the relationship map is super useful in that case. So let's take an example. Let's say you manage to get a reaction from the director of sales of a specific region from HubSpot. So this person you already have a relationship with here. So you could say, okay, I'm going to use this person to outreach to ask for an intro to this person. So that will be your champion. She already knows your product, she's already a fan of your product, and she can sell your product internally. Now, Regina is a bit far from Sandra because she's a director of sales and on a specific region and for SMBs. So let's see if we can add more people and try to get to Sandra through people that are closer to her. So for example, here we have the director of sales of the region. So that is Dutchland, Austria, and Switzerland. You can save this lead here. And we'll put that person in between. That person would be our influencer maybe. Maybe Yusuf can talk directly to Sandra. We'll use Sandra to get to Yusuf and then Yusuf to get to Sandra. But still pretty far, director of sales in a small region and a sales director, because on top of this region, which is a European region, you got the EMEA, so Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And here we can see that we have the sales director of EMEA here. So Stefan, for sure, communicates on at least on a weekly basis with Sandra because he manages a whole region here. That would be an influencer as well. So that way you get your strategy here to get to Sandra through different people. Now let's say you do that, you do the outreach, maybe you use that here, the LinkedIn post, to send a message to Stefan. And now you realize that so Stefan will be in charge of evaluating your product, make a report to Sandra, and Sandra will make the decision. So in that case, Stefan is your evaluator. Maybe you'll discover more evaluator on the way. For example, here we get account director EMEA. So maybe George here, you'll add him in the account map because he will evaluate the solution. Oh, I made a replacement here. Okay, so it's not super intuitive to be honest, but you got to get here to this icon and add a lead here. So maybe these two guys here will be your evaluators. And now, actually, you know, this map evolves with time. If we start to speak with people, you say, ah, no, okay, that person is not an influencer. Finally, that person is not a decision maker. Maybe finally, Stefan will take the decision and not Sandra. So that map evolves with time as well. So now in terms of outreach, so you can visit the relationship map from time to time to see here if you got some signals to leverage, posted on LinkedIn or move, or maybe some people will quit the company. So in that case, you need to replace the lead with another one. So the alert feature is really interesting. All these people, you will see them as well in the lead list here. And on the homepage, you would get the alerts from the accounts and the leads. So let's say here, we want to find lead list. Click on HubSpot and you filter here, you will see all the alerts related to these leads in your lead list. What you can do also is export the leads that you have in your list to your CRM or find their emails if you want to outreach them. In that case, you can use the Evaboot Chrome extension. So I will leave the link in the description. First link in the description, and once you install the Chrome extension, you have a new button here, export with Evaboot. You click on this button here. You select with emails if you want the professional emails. Say, okay, HubSpot map. And you export like this, and after a few minutes you will get so all the contact information and also the account information exported into a CSV file, and also the professional emails of these people. So here the export is finished. We found 6 emails. We can download the file here, and I'll upload that to Google Sheet right now to show you the data. And so you'll see we get a lot of data on the lead and also on the accounts. So first name, last name cleaned, no emojis, no capital letters, the job, the email, the LinkedIn URL, so the public one and the private one, the one that doesn't change. Even if the leads decide to change this URL, this one stays the same. You can know if the prospect is an open profile. So if it's an open profile, you can send an email for free to that person. I will leave a link to show you that technique at the top right of this video. The company name, the company domain, the number of employee, the precise number of employee, and a lot of data that you can leverage for your prospecting. And by the way, I forgot to mention it, but you can create different maps for the same account. So here I can create a new map and say HubSpot North America, because I did that for the EMEA. But maybe I want to sell the same product to different departments in the same company or different region. So that way you can manage that from the same interface. That's it for relationship maps, guys. If you have any question on the topic, you can leave it in the comments. And if you want more details on how to leverage Sales Navigator to generate more leads, I left a link to a full tutorial just right here. I wish you a great day, and I see you in the next one. Ciao.